However, I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. The stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from me as death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. That's such a cool... It just looks incredible. In that one moment, I understood everything. Mr. Godot. I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is... Diego Armando. Diego Armando? I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me. Oh dear. Thanks. Your wound, it's bleeding. Huh. Did you forget already? In my world, the colour red doesn't exist. These must be my tears. Tears? Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment. Mr. Armando. You did well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Oh damn. Oh, did we get the verdict? Not guilty! This time it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant. Yes, Your Honor. Although you weren't directly involved in the murder. Tampering with the body in the crime scene is a serious offence in itself. Bap. I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk, and I willingly cooperated anyway. Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say? Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you. Apologize? To me? For what? For the case 6 years ago. Of course. I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover? Not exactly. But yeah, something like that. Even now, 6 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me. It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other. Huh? What do you mean? You and my sister. You only met twice. Wait. Was it Iris all along? We only met twice? The first time you met was on that fateful day. The second time she met was when she was called into court. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 6 months later. You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Swallow was killed. No way. It can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were... For those 6 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister. Huh? It wasn't Dahlia. It was me. I hope one day you can forgive me. Feeny. Aww. She was the nice one as well. You? You mean... That's right. I lied to you. For 6 months. Wow. But why? Why would you do such a thing? Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance, she couldn't move about freely. So that's why you... My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst. Prepared for the worst? She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice. You mean, she was ready to kill me, She was ready to kill me, don't you? She already had so much to answer for, I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance. And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place. But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 6 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. Oh dear. That's when she killed Doug Swallow. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened. That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime, and she would confer with you. I think she must have noticed. She must have noticed something that you failed to notice, Phoenix. Notice what? My feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her, even if it meant her life. Or mine. Iris. After spending half a year by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed. I have something to say to you too. Yes? You really are the person I always thought you were. He did actually say during that day that wasn't the Dahlia, or that wasn't his dolly, I think is what he said, specifically. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you. Aww. Damn. Thank you. So that's the end of the trial? Can she be found not guilty? How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so? Phoenix Wright. Hey! Oh, that's the best. Oh my god. They're drinking a cup together. Yeah, I think you're right. The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim, Elise. Or Misty Faye. At some point I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant. Boo-yah! My god, it's been 6 hours! I mean, I've not recorded 6 hours straight, but the session I did of this earlier took me 2.5 hours to do the investigation, and I'm sitting at nearly 3.5 hours for all of the trials. Court is now adjourned. Adjourned, even. Woo boy! Oh my god, how much more is there? I know it'll be the credits, and I can just watch those. So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended was justice really served. The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served. Hey, it's Pearl! Mia! I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant. But I couldn't save Mr. Armando, the man who cared so deeply for you. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible. You mean, with that verdict? I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any defense lawyer could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Mia, you've accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. I'm sure we'll meet again, someday, Phoenix. I've handled lots of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer. Hey! Nick. Maya. I guess it's just like my sis said. Your sister? Mia? Oh, that night when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do. This is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the end. But... come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you have done for us, Nick. How? How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mother murdered. Oh my god, it's Franziska. Franziska! Still a softie as always, Phoenix Wright. Edgeworth. Excellent work, Wright. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back? Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Franziska have actually been helping me. Helping you? If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Wow. But where were you, Nick? I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold, which forced him to sleep all day. Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head. Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth, and you too, Franziska. I don't suppose... Oh, it's Maurice. There's room for me in this group hug, is there? Oh, Larry. What's wrong with the, longer than... Oh no, what's with the longer than usual face? I realised something when I was reborn. I realised that Larry was never of any use to anyone, not even once. That's not true. Right, Nick? What? You're asking me? Well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good. No. Oh yeah! Those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? What? Me? Why are you making that face, huh, Edgy? Oh, well, yeah, indeed. I certainly can't say that it's lacking resemblance. You really mean it? What about you, Franzi? Did I draw you well too? My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Nevertheless, I recognise the effort you put into it, and that's worth something. So then you'll do it, like you promised? You're going to model for my next picture book? Oh my god. Don't get carried away. My god. Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. The painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around. Pearls? Where could she have gone? Normally she would have been made a beeline for Maya. Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. Okay. Hey, Pearly. I'm confused. Right. You seem to be I'm confused. Trying to read some of these words. Uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened. Yeah. To be honest, I can't understand it either. Franziska. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well. Bit different. I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realises something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can. What do you mean by, now is exactly the time? Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya is trying her best not to cry. Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya? It's Phoenix. It's definitely Phoenix. I think I'm starting to understand too. And then tell me, Phoenix, right? Oh, wait, no. It's not Phoenix. Pearl. Pearl Faye. Of course. The poor kid, after all. Not after all, the reason she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Faye clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. Oh, look at him. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya. I really like this song. Even though it's got very sad undertones. But it's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Faye's mother was killed and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. And that's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again. Oh hey, so this is where you all are. All were. Oh, looks like we got quite the bunch here today. Oh my god. What was that for, sir? Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own. What's up, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, you know, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. My salary's just sort of... Wait, my salary's just sort of kind of gone down by a teeny weeny bit. But it's alright. I made reservations at a first-class French restaurant tonight. Oh, God. Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward. Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean... Très bien. Where else? I knew it. We're doomed. Come on, let's go, everyone. Oh, of course. I was wondering why he went there. Maggie works there. Of course, of course. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal. Hey, you crybaby. You're invited too. Ba-da-da. Oh, forget about me. Pearl and I will be at the loser's shack eating potatoes. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls. Oh dear. Oh Maya, what's wrong? Nick, what did I do? Or what do I do? Pearly. I can't find her anywhere. Huh? I'll bet she just went back home. That's all. I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before. As I figured, she has been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya. But none of this was her fault. What should I do? We saw her. It was Mia. So where the hell did she go? Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, what is it, pal? Could you guys go on ahead? But what about you? Maya and I we'll join you guys once we find pearls. Nick. Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah, but you're the... Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead. Don't keep us waiting, right? We won't. But where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone? Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that Pearls might have gone to. I have no idea where he means. Oh. Really? Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple. Wait, for Pearls I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started. What's this? You're all back again so soon? Sister Bikini. I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So she's here? Pearly is here? She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her? Okay. Pearly's not here. Ah, Maya, the hanging scroll. I was about to say, it's been cleaned. Someone cleaned it off. It's got to be Pearls. Ah! Mystic Maya. Pearly, why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya. Aww. Hey! I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again, because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother. That's why you came here? It's the least I could do, to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course I'm sad that my mother is gone, but, how do I say this? I'm still happy. You don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. Mystic Maya. I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of the Mystic Misty. Sister Bikini. Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night. God, this is still not ending. Jesus. After dishonoring the good name of Karine, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true, she'll always be with me until the day I die. Your spirit was with her, that's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets. She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something. All the masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die. That's the master's talisman. The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important, rather, it was the contents. Or contents. That's... a photo? Mother. Why, what is it? It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question. Aww. So they'd already smashed up the pot once. Even when the battle is over, and the bonds that connect us are severed. We always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother, too. I learned that from all of them. What a picture. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. This is a day to remember, a day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today. But I still can't... Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime. Okay. Alright. I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise. I know, and I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 when you come back. Alright. We're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight. You know, there's one thing I don't get. I probably don't want to, but... What is it, Nick? Reservations for training is fine and all, but why for 3? Come on, what do you think? You're one of us. Next time you can train right alongside us. I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you. Huh? It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course, naturally. That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? No, not again. Even walk on hot coals, right? We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick? You know, I was wondering if I can say just one little thing. Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it. I'm getting goosebumps too. What does he say? Well then, here goes nothing. Oh, I knew it. I was going to say, is it going to be objection? I didn't actually have to shout it. That's the first time I've not had to say it. I'm glad. Because I didn't like that it was bound to objection. You had to say it. I really have to work extra hard now. Master of Karine and the office manager of Wright & Co. law offices. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearly and Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that. Yeah, it was just an annoyance having to like sit at the end of the game and just be like, objection! Objection! I had to say it like 4 times on the first game, it just didn't work. So it's true, Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armour. He went through with the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the 2 of them by making them a secret reservation. That sounds terrible. Oh wait, he's wearing his new coat. Maggie bought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off. Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess a dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir. Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly. Ugh. That's actually like the coat Gumshoe wears when he starts, or like when you see him in his younger years. Hey! Mr. Wright, I am once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of Corrine exhibit was a great success. Even got to see Miss Von Karma, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to use a whip, and said that I must show you what I've learned. Oh, great. Normally I don't sit through the credits, but these games are different, because they usually have something interesting all the time. So Desi and I started a company called Master Mask Consulting. We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the sea. Our motto is, cut it out, please. Pretty cute, huh? Well, we also sell plans to the criminals as a kind of side business. Wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals. No, it's all the different dialogue, and then by the end of it you get to a picture, which is the best. Oh, it's her! Viola. Mr. Wright, I want to thank you for exterminating Don Tigre. I returned the $500,000 along with the tea set, a special thick tea, one I mixed with my own 2 hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Win through compromise. I'm confused. That's creepy. Makoto Fujimi, Takeshi, is that Quake? Old man. I'm just old and in the way. A wrinkly, grumpy, clown-nosed waste of flesh. At least that's what I thought. But my grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 69 years old and I cried like a baby with a dirty diaper. God. Something about the Phoenix Wright series, it's just got an incredible cast of characters. And the game itself just has so much character. Wait, I'm surprised. As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Elg. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is... Adam Madder. Adam Madder? As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly. I have no idea if that's a reference. Maybe. My. More reporters. Since the murder, we've made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back. Oh god. Her jiggly face. Boop, 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 boop. I can't think there's many more scenes to get through. I think we might be through with them all actually, because it's not popping up with any others. What about Iris? Oh, never mind. You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeney. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here the other day. Of course I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but... I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed. Whoop. So it seems that Phoenix still actually harbours feelings for Iris. Or Dahlia. Oh. Ben Groman Judd. Just going through all the different... the voices. Oh my god, it's weird seeing him in the defense side. Miles Edgeworth. Sion King. Oh yeah, and Mia. Forgot. Jeez. And her hair flip. Of course. Objection. Well, the only ones we'll have for this are James C. Wilson. Yeah, I was going to say the other one's Francisca. There's also Payne. I'm wondering if he'll show up with his really loud. Oh god, he does. Oh yeah, with his hair. We blew that off. Yeah, by the end of it, he had no hair. Or at least, yeah, there we go. It had all disappeared. It looked quite funny. Who the heck? What's this? I'm back from a long and tiring vacation, and no one is here to greet me. I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit, and now I've got no one. Well, what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be, anyway? What with all the flashy lights and switches? I feel like some sort of space alien. Know what I'm gonna do with all these macadamia nuts I brought back to everybody? Oh god, I really can't accept this, I'm afraid, or something painful or fragile if it's... Oh jeez, can't read it. And rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. How are we not done? My god. I'm trying to think of all the characters. I'm almost certain we've gone over all of them. Well, we got Larry too. Finally found something I love to do. Frenzy's Whiplash Splash. It's gonna turn the art world on its head. I should have realised it sooner. Self-centred, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist. A really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all. Good on you, buddy. Good on you, Loris. Still don't. What a weird name to choose. I'm Loris. There we go. Oh, we got Gumshoe, Phoenix, Maya, Pearl, Edgeworth, and Francisca. And then, of course, Godot, Mia, and Misty. Aw, how sweet. Is that it? Is that officially the end? It's been nearly 4 hours. Which means, from just this and the previous session I did earlier today, it's been about 6 hours and 15 minutes, which is 25 parts. So, kinda crazy. Worth it. This game's awesome. I love it. I was actually thinking of whether or not I should take a break after Trials and Tribulations, just do like 1 or 2 small playthroughs in its place, or not in its place, but before I get on to the next or more Ace Attorney games, because there's still a lot I want to cover. I'm not entirely sure about the 3DS games, because I'm not entirely sure how they'll play. I need to make sure they can play well enough for recording all the way through, so that's going to be a bloody pain in the ass, but whatever. But aside from that, I've still got Apollo Justice, or Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. I don't exactly know what the title of it is. And then I've got the 2 Ace Attorney Investigation games, which I'll be... that's what I mean. If I'm doing the Ace Attorney Investigation games, I'll be doing 1 and 2. And I'll be doing 1 either directly after this, or after the 1 or 2 playthroughs. But I'll figure it out. I'll probably just do the investigation games, because I love having Ace Attorney in my life. It's so fun. Although the Ace Attorney investigation games are completely different to how these play, it's very interesting the turn they take. And I know, in the order they go, I'm pretty sure Apollo Justice came next, but I just want to do Ace Attorney Investigations, and then Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Either way, that is going to be the end of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this adventure. And until next time, take care.